So lately I've been trying to feature really affordable gear that's still good on this channel, and doing so led me to something really cool. I'm sure most of you have heard of Temu by now. And yes, to my surprise, it's Temu, not Temu. Anyway, they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to do a video featuring some of what's on their store, and so I went shopping on about $150 to see if I could get stuff that's actually good or if it's going to be chintzy and low quality. And spoiler alert, let me tell you that I'm quite surprised. I'm going to go through each thing I got, not the least of which is this tiny little amp modeling and effects pedal for $34.99. Okay, so before we start with the first item, Temu was nice enough to offer a sizable coupon bundle for my viewers. The link to use it on the site or to download the app is all in the description below. Plus, I'll be sure to remind you like 100 times while I'm going over the items. Let's get started. If you've ever been playing your guitar, we're usually standing up, especially on stage, and had it pop off of the strap, it's a nightmare. If you're not holding it the right way, it smashes into the ground. You can ruin an expensive guitar. So the solution has always been strap locks. And strap lock systems are not too expensive. You can get one for like 20 bucks, but then you gotta take it apart and screw it into the guitar. And there's a much easier way to do this. And with the Temu link here, you can get this for a whopping $2.34. 10 of these things. They're just little rubber washers, if you will. And I've been using them on my guitars for the last several years, and they work just as good as those really complicated screw it all in systems. This thing here, you just pop it on over the strap here. I don't know if you can see that there. Just creates like a washer system and locks everything in place a whole lot better. And again, for $2.34, you get 10 of them. So the bottom one is the one that usually pops off more. So you can put them just in the bottoms, or you can cover 5 guitars with 10 of these. This next one is just a cool gift for a guitar player friend. It's a pick. I'll show the picture right off the Temu site. Very inexpensive. And it comes with this keychain thing that you can put picks in. And I've got one of these. I love having that all the time because you never know when you need a guitar pick. And I've always got one on me because I've got a keychain with picks in it. So if you have a guitar player friend that you want to buy a thoughtful gift for, this is a great deal. This next one I was kind of dubious about because this is something that you want to get at a decent quality. And it's a Capo. I think we all know what that is.
And also the other heads of the 5 families.
And you can find them online for around $8-10, but Temu's got it for $3.99. And I got this one here from them. And notice it says Capo on the brand. How meta is that? And it looks like wood, but this is actually a zinc alloy. The spring is very solid. The rubber grabbers here are nice. And it's got this cool little extra thing to it where you can put a pick. You just pop the pick in there. And that way you have an extra pick on you on the Capo. And also you'll notice the pick that I just popped in there was a nice little extra that they included, which is a metal guitar pick that could kind of go on a necklace if you wanted to. So, you know, I've got my basic Capo use here. Not something I do that often, and I play my open chords higher up. So if you're planning on plugging your guitar in, you're going to need one of these, a guitar instrument cable. And this is a 50-foot long cable, which can get kind of expensive. I've seen the really cheap, kind of not so good ones for like $25, up to $100 for a 50-foot cable. And this is a decent quality coil cable. I like that it's got the spring thing here on the end. It helps from having it fray when you're using it a lot, and it gets bent over there around the end. And I love the ones that have one end like this and one end like this. On Temu, this cost $8.49 for 2 of them. It feels like I stole them for that cheap. In any case, sounds good. Sound quality's great. Here's another one where I was really questioning whether they were going to be quality at all, and that's these wooden guitar hangers that I have all over the studio here. You can see I'm hanging the heaviest guitar I own on one of these, and it's holding up just fine. You can get them about $16-17 per online, other places that I've looked. And I saw them on Temu. If you use my code in the link below, you're going to get it for $7.49. And not just one of them, but 4 of them for that price. Again, coming through with quality and surprise little extras here. for just $6.54 if you use the code below and all that. It's a basic guitar strap. A strap's a strap's a strap. And look, they threw in a couple of the strap locks. If you look at the strap itself, it's got the tie for an acoustic if you're going to use it that way. And the thickness and quality of the strap is good. Like I've bought ones for more money that were not as nice as this at like a local guitar center, and the leather ends are good. This is all sewn in well. None of it is super thin or chintzy feeling. It's a quality guitar strap for that price. Really quality. When you think of any place you would get a decent folding A-frame guitar stand for just $10.62, they sent one here. It's got all the things you need. The rubber stoppers, so it doesn't slide on the floor. This is not exposed metal. This is also covered with foam kind of material, and it's got the soft material here, so you're not leaning the guitar against something that's going to mar it up. Same type of thing that I found elsewhere online is at least $20. So you can see I wanted an inexpensive stand like that over here in the corner by this guitar. But at that price, and this was even a little more than that, you get a stand that doesn't really clamp onto the guitar well. It just kind of leans here, and it's easy to knock over, especially I've got dogs that play down here. It's very worrisome. It's far more stable on this stand, and for less of a price, yeah, just can't beat it. Okay, this one's a little funny. I wasn't paying attention when I did my order, and I wasn't reading, so word of warning to you, make sure you read the title. I thought I was getting a guitar case. I guess if I stuck my guitar in a dryer for a while, I got a ukulele case, but for the price anyway, and if this is indicative of anything what the guitar cases are like, this is very good. $15.99. It's way less expensive than anything else you get online. It's got the padding inside. Zipper mechanics are good. It's not some cheap thing that's going to fall off quickly. Of course, you got the extra pocket in there to put ukulele accessories, whatever those might be. Straps so you can throw it over your shoulder. Straps so you can carry it. And very important, the cool plaid pattern. I feel like I need to do a ukulele solo video now or something. I have to go a little off script here and say, since I looked at the wrong case, I decided to go over and look at what a guitar case is over there. I found this one, $7.23. Now, until I had done this and gotten this bunch of stuff from them, I would have never considered it. I would think $7.23, this is not going to be any good. But considering the quality of the uke case and all of the other stuff we've gotten so far, I'm ordering one of these right now. That kind of shot is possible with this cool $5.99, again with my code, accessory. What this is a clamp system. You can clamp onto the headstock of your guitar as long as you got enough room on it, or whatever you'd want to clamp it onto, really. And then this piece here that screws on, and this allows you to clamp your phone into it, and you could screw it on either from here or from here, depending on what kind of angle. Then this whole thing here tightens down and swivels and allows you to get any kind of angle you can think of. And I put it at the end of the guitar because that was my use for it, but I'm sure you can come up with other ones too. One thing I should note, I have an enormous phone. This thing is big. That's my baby, by the way. And it still fit the phone in it. I was surprised it did. I didn't think I was going to be able to get it on there. So again, for $5.99, I can't believe the quality of this thing. These are heavy duty springs on here. These parts are not going to break anytime soon. This is good stuff. If you're a fan of modern shredders, you've probably seen these things on some of the guys' guitars. They're called fret wraps or dampers, and you can get them online usually for around $12, $13, or you can get it from Temu with the link below for $2.79. The quality on this one's as good as anything else I've seen. Simple Velcro attachment. It's got the fuzzy insert here that works really well for dampening. It's sewed in well. Quality's good. It's not going to be ripping apart on you or kind of falling to pieces on you. It's as good quality as ones that are 4 times the cost. Okay, one more thing to go until we get to the big one, and that's this thing that's also an excellent guitar gift or gift for a friend who's a guitar player. And it's just this cool little, it's just this cool leather case shaped like a guitar that you can put picks in. Holds 9 on each side. I just put 1 in there so far. And it's just a nice way to store your picks. If you're going to be a good, proper guitar player, you need to have all the cool little guitar accessories all over your room or studio. All right, now for the big one, and if you've stuck with me this far, you must love guitar gear as much as I do. This is not just a multi-effects pedal. This has amp modeling into it, which means I can plug the guitar into this, plug it into an interface, and go right into the computer and record with it and get the exact sound that I'm hearing. This was like the holy grail for me 15, 20 years ago, and to get any of that would have cost a ton. And now with Temu, this has become infinitely affordable. And let me just show you with a quick little mini song how good this thing can sound. So to be real brief, there's 3 different modes with this thing. It's programmable. There's different cab settings and different effects and all that. I'm not going to do a ton of detail here because this needs an entire video of its own. But suffice to say, for $34.49, this is by far the best value in guitar equipment I have ever seen. You can get some pretty inexpensive, good sounds with software as well. But I could actually take this on stage, plug this in, send the other plug out, either to an amp or right to the front of the house and have it sound great into a PA if you're doing that kind of gig. I'm amazed by what you get for the price here. So again, thanks to Temu for reaching out to me and giving me a little shopping spree so I could check out a bunch of stuff for you guys. As with everything here, I was really impressed at the quality for the price. I was not expecting that at all. Again, check out the description below for links to download the app or use a code and get the $100 coupon bundle from them. And of course, if you have any questions or comments about any of the gear, leave it below and I get back to everyone as soon as I can. And until next time, guys, keep making great music.